Hey everybody, David Steenkamp here, video number 13. In this video we're going to go through the settings writing section of WordPress. It really shouldn't take long. Um, Honestly, I never change anything in this entire section, but we should just go through, you know, what everything is. So in the writing settings, the first thing you'll see is formatting. So when you put in, and I think this happens on Facebook and maybe even with texting and stuff like that, but when you put in little, like a colon dash and then a bracket, it'll convert to little graphics. Or sorry, to emoticons. So it's up to you if you want, if that's of importance to you. I don't really care because I don't really have people commenting on the websites I make anyway. So not a big deal to me, but go ahead and make your choice there. And then this one here is WordPress should correct invalidly nested XHTML automatically. And that's more for your actual code that you put in. If you have no idea what this is even talking about, just leave it alone. I usually just leave it alone as well. You know, if it's something that you want to look into further, then just do a Google search for what this for these terms here, and you can figure that out. But honestly, I think maybe one in every 100,000 people that see this video will probably actually care about that part, or just send me an email and we'll figure it out. Okay, and then here is the default post category. So what this means is when you do a post on WordPress, you can choose a certain category. And I haven't even created any categories yet because we haven't got there. But let's say that you're, like I'm doing a website on yellow flowers. So maybe I'm going to create a category that's called yellow, or I'm going to create a category that's called flowers. So that's probably going to be the default one that I'd like to pick from this drop down section. So I'll probably do that later on once I've created a few posts and created a few categories for those posts. But we'll get to that a little later. So just leaving it as uncategorized for now, that's the default one. We can just leave that for now. Default post format. Um, this will vary depending on the theme that you have activated. So the WordPress 2014 theme actually has quite a few different formats. So there's A-side, chat, gallery, link, image, quote, status, video, and audio. Most posts that you're going to do are probably going to be standard. Maybe some you'll do as a gallery where you want to put in like 12 or 10 photos or something. And maybe if you are doing like if you're a photographer, then yeah, you're probably going to want to switch to a gallery post format as your default. So it's just personal preference, whatever you like. um, Okay, press this. So this is a bookmark, like it says here, a little app that runs in your browser and lets you grab bits of the web. So I always kind of think of this as kind of like Pinterest, I guess, where you can just use this little guy to grab little parts of whatever kind of website that you want. Honestly, I've never used it, so my knowledge on it is pretty minimal. But again, it depends on what kind of website you have. I think a person running a blog would probably use this a lot more than someone trying to run like a small business or some sort of entrepreneurial type of project. So, all right, so moving on. So post via email. Um, so this is where you can set up a secret email account with POP3 access, as it says here. So any email received at this address will be posted. So good idea to keep this address very secret. Here are 3 random strings you could use. Blah, 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 blah. So honestly, I've never used this either. Never really felt the need to. So, if you have any questions about it, just let me know, and I'll look into it further for you. But most people, again, like maybe 1 in 100,000, are really going to use this. So, and it looks like the mail can have its own default category as well. Okay. Sites visibility settings. So update services, we're not even going to worry about that at all. If we have to, I'll worry about it in a later video. We'll touch on it then. So that's pretty much it for this one. Pretty basic, everything self-explanatory, I think. And Most of you guys should be able to figure this one out. So for me, I change absolutely nothing, so I don't even need to hit save changes, but what the heck, I'll do it anyway. And done. Okay, so that concludes the writing section within settings. Next we'll hit up the reading section, which is a little bit of a bigger one. Okay, bye.